And we want to welcome the Prime Minister to the program. Thanks so much. Serbia is a deeply conservative country. You are gay, you are a woman. How has that been received in your country?
I've been, to be honest, openly gay, I guess, throughout my life, and never had a problem in Serbia. So I'd like to think that Serbia is not that conservative or homophobic or xenophobic for that matter. There is certainly room to improve and the room to change, and there are certainly people who still think that this is not okay, that this is not part of our tradition and part of our set of values. But I also do actually think that they are kind of a minority, a loud minority, granted, but still a minority. I do feel that I have a huge support from the people in Serbia.
Understood, and I take your word for that. But the reason I bring it up is that some have suggested that this is really a way for a very conservative pro-Russia government to put in a more human face, a more acceptable face to the West, because, Serbia wants to prove that it can have it both ways. It can have close links to Russia, but also be palpable to the European Union at a time when Serbia, of course, is looking for entry into the European Union.
Thank you for that question. I'd like to reiterate that the government is pro-Serbian. It's neither pro-US nor pro-Russian. It's a pro-Serbian government deeply dedicated to improving the life of the Serbian citizens. In that manner, I told that my government is fully in line, and it's a continuity of the previous government, of the previous Prime Minister Aleksandar Vučić. We had huge successes in the past 3 years. We had full fiscal consolidations. Before that, we were 3 months from bankruptcy, as analyzed by the World Bank. We now have a full macroeconomic stability.
And it has to be said that Serbia has made great strides since the 90s in terms of trying to resuscitate the economy. Having said that, it is a difficult place that you find yourselves in the world geographically and politically. I'm wondering what your thoughts are. Russian interference around the world in governments and election is a topic right now, a topic that has now touched Serbia. Montenegro is in the middle of a trial. Allegedly, people originating from Serbia tried to interfere in that election, a coup, perhaps even an assassination there last year. That they're on trial right now. They were said to have originated from Serbia, but are now in Russia. Again, allegations, none proven. What is your understanding of what went on, and how do you view Russia's influence in the region in a larger way?
Serbia is deeply and strategically dedicated to EU accession. I'll remind you that we have two new ministries, and they're clearly communicating that our strategic goal is European Union. That's where we're going. We have the new ministry in charge of European integration, and another new ministry is Ministry for Environmental Protection. So this is what this new government is communicating clearly to its partners in the European Union, to all of its citizens, and to all of its partners, including Russia. Russia is a big market for us. They're a huge trade partner to Serbia. And apart from that, without any doubt, Serbian people are traditionally and in terms of religion are very connected to Russia. So it's both kind of our relationship with Russia from the past times, but also something that is happening today in terms of economic development. Serbia needs new jobs. Serbia needs a new company. We have a good GDP growth of 2.8% last year, 3% projected for this year. I'm hoping 3.5% for 2018. But for that, we really need to be responsible towards all of our citizens and keep our ties to Russia. And that is one important source of our growth.
I just want to hold the interview there, though, right now. And I want you, please, to answer the question. In terms of Russia being involved in the Balkans the way they are right now, perhaps using the region as a jumping-off point in order to interfere with the EU, to interfere with NATO, how do you feel about that? And do you have any proof, especially considering that 2 Serbians are now implicated?
I don't see that happening, and to be honest, I haven't seen any proof of those allegations. As I said, and I will, I just need to reiterate that our strategic path is towards the EU. We always have one and the same message. EU is where we're going. Russia is our friend and it's our economic partner. And there is nothing really more to it rather than that.
Prime Minister, really appreciate you being on the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you.